guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am very excited to show you this makeup tutorial. It is so easy, it is so good for someone that is a busy person but just wants to have a go-to look that doesn't take too much time. It's not too many products either, something that just fits in a bag. And yeah, it's been my go-to look recently. It is perfect for summer holidays. It's perfect for the heat because of the way that we kind of do the makeup. I am really proud to say that this video is sponsored by NARS. You guys know that I go way back with NARS. We've worked together for a really long time. You guys might remember that I had a trip in New York with NARS. I went to their head office and got to play with a bunch of makeup, got to see all the sneaky new releases that you guys don't know about yet. Yeah, I just got really inspired by different ways to use different products and also more of a kind of fuss-free way to do makeup. So this is the look that I've created, the kind of minimal skin makeup but you've still got a nice bronze in the eye. If you guys would like to see how I created this look, then please stay tuned. Hello. Okay, so I'm just going to get started straight away. This makeup is so easy, so simple, but it's just perfect. It's a perfect go-to look, especially during summer. So I'm going to start off with the NARS Radiance Primer SPF 35. This is an oldie but goodie to me. I absolutely love this primer. I'm just going to pop that on all over. Obviously you've got your SPF in there, which is perfect. I love the way that this SPF feels on my skin as well. If you guys have watched my channel for a long time, you'll remember I used to use this every single day. If you are doing a makeup like this and it is a quick look, having your SPF and a primer makes it one step quicker, and obviously it leaves your skin super radiant. You've got such a nice glow to your skin. Remember your nose. There we go, a primed face, and you can see the glow on the skin is just chef's kiss. So the main product I'm going to be focusing on in this video is the Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is my favourite concealer for sure. I use it all the time. If you have managed to miss this, I don't know how you would because I talk about it all the time. I am getting married really soon. Me and Jack are getting married in approximately 2 weeks. I actually think when this video goes up, it will be 2 weeks to go. So I'm really excited, but this is the concealer I'm going to be wearing on my wedding day. And kind of the inspiration for this video, because when I was in New York, I've explained already that I saw the many uses of the concealer. And since then, I actually have been using the concealer, not just for under my eyes, but for touching up all over the face, eyes, everything. So we're gonna start off with our shade Ginger, which is my usual shade I use underneath my eyes. And I'm gonna just do a couple of lines where I feel I need coverage. Now this makeup is so quick because we're not gonna go crazy. I love a little bit of coverage in the centre of my forehead. We're not going crazy with the coverage today. We're actually gonna have quite a lot of fresh skin. You guys are gonna be shook. Are you ready for this? We're gonna just start patting that into the skin with our fingers. Now, when I was in New York, the makeup artist used his fingers and it just melts the product into the skin. It is totally untraceable. It's brilliant, but you still get the coverage you need. And I don't want to scare you guys, but I actually put my foundation on with my hands yesterday and it was amazing. So who knows what's going to happen. I don't like my natural lip colour, so I'm just going to go over and tone that down a little bit. And we're going to continue to use our fingers. Now, this makeup is super light. It's like perfecting. That's what I'd like to say. We're not covering too much up, but it's going to be the easiest thing to touch up in the world because we're not going to set it. We're going to just let it sit on the skin. There, and you can see that I've just taken some of the redness out of my skin. I actually need to do it under my nose a little bit. I've spent all day out the house. I actually was at the dentist for a couple hours, which you might notice I have slightly whiter teeth. I'm doing a video all about that soon. Okay, let's have a little closer look. Oh yeah, it just makes your skin look a little bit smoother, a little bit more even toned, super easy, and there we have it. So that's as much concealer as I'm putting on the centre of my face right now. I am actually going to go ahead and just apply a tiny bit of this under my eyes. Pat that in again. Okay, for the next part, this is a little bit more heavy-handed, but we're going to go in with the Radiant Creamy Concealer again. This is in the shade Amande. This happens to me every single freaking time. Can't speak French. Amande or Amande, it will be on the screen. This is the shade that I'm going to use on my cheeks. So I'm going to start. It's a little bit deeper than my skin tone, but we're going to use it as a super seamless bronze. And we're just going to pat that in with our beauty blender. And honestly, because it's concealer, again, you can just keep on blending until you're happy. Now that is the lightest bronze and you can barely see it. You can barely tell that there's anything on your skin because it's concealer and because of the finish of the concealer. It's that medium to full coverage satin finish. It's not a glossy finish, it's not a crazy dewy finish. I'm just going to take some of that concealer around my chin. And this is just to add a little bit of colour into our skin. Tiny bit on the forehead. Perfect for holidays. I'm now going to go in with the Super Radiant Booster by NARS also. We're going to take a little bit on the back of our hand and we're just going to start patting that on again with our fingers. I know I'm a changed woman, okay? Beautiful. Same on the other side. And because it is a cream highlighter, it is really nice and fine. It's a really nice sheen that comes off the product, so you can kind of pop it wherever because you're only going to get the light when your face moves. It's not like it has a cast or anything to it. Wow. I'm just going over my lips with a little bit of concealer. I know it's such a strange habit I've got, but my lip colour really throws me off. There we go. So what we're left with is super radiant skin that doesn't really look like it's got anything on it, but it just looks a bit more perfected. You get me? For our cheeks, I'm going to go in with the Dual Intensity Blush in Frenzy, also by NARS. And I'm going to start off with the blush colour, and I'm going to get quite a lot of that on my brush, and we're just going to stipple that on. And that just gives us a really nice flush of colour on the cheek. And I'm going to put a little touch on my nose. Nice! Okay, and then we've got a highlight in here as well, which is amazing. So we're going to pop that on. This was my go-to for ages. We're just going to pop a little touch of this powder just in the very highest point of the cheek. Oh my goodness me. And then I'm going to put this on my Cupid's bow as well. And then a little touch on my finger. On the tip of my nose. And a little bit on my bridge, I can't not do it. Perfect, and we don't need any up here because our skin's not set and we're not doing matte skin today. It's already got a really nice glow to it. So, for skin, we've got one last thing. So this is the NARS Casino Bronzer. Everyone knows Laguna, I used to use Laguna, it's just a little bit too light for me at the moment. And I'm going to take a little bit of this just to warm up the face a little bit more. I'm trying to be, you know, quintessentially Italian. I need to be more bronzed. And just keeping that mostly to the back. Oh, that's stunning. Mostly to the back of my cheek. But I think that is where I'm going to leave the skin for now. I just love it because I love a high colour in the cheek. I love a strong bronze, but the rest of my skin, although I've got a little bit of concealer on, it doesn't really look like I've got much on, so it looks like I might just look like this. The secret. Okay, I'm going to zoom you in and let's do our eyes. As you can see from my skin, I've covered up any little imperfections, but you can still see all my kind of beauty spots and things, which just makes it look like it's a really nice coverage. So for eyes, I'm going to go back in with the Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Amand, and we're going in the eyes. We're going to do the eyes. No primer, we're going to use the concealer as a primer, which I've done loads of times before, and we're just going to pop that in the crease. And we're going for a really subtle eye look. And I'm going to use a brush. You can use your fingers if you like, but my nails are just a little bit too long. And I'm just buffing that in and out. And what you end up with is a really gorgeous shadow. So if I look up, you can see it's just my lids but better. It is the easiest thing ever, especially when you're busy or you're on vacation or in the heat and you just want a little bit of something. This is so pretty. It's a perfect colour. And obviously if you have deeper skin than me, go deeper with the concealer. If you have fairer skin with me, you can go fairer with the concealer. I'm also putting a little bit of this colour right under my eyes, under the lash line. Wow, it works. I knew it would work, but this is good news. We're just buffing that out underneath as well. Now if you want, you can set this with some powder, some loose powder, or you can just leave it. The concealer itself isn't super creamy, so it's not going to move around too much. Another cool thing you could do, grab your bronzer, this is much loved, you can tell, and an eyeshadow brush, and just give it a little swipe across. Now you can see it's not too much difference. If you wanted to, you could leave your eyes like this. I am going to add the tiniest little baby wing. I'm pretty much just elongating my eye shape, that's all. And this is the single shadow in the shade Night Clubbing. Really cool. So you can see it's actually got, it's dark, but it's got the green reflex through it. If you use it with an angle brush like I'm about to do, you don't get too much of the reflex, but even a little bit of it's quite cool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp along my lash line, not making it any crazy big or anything. Okay, so you can see it just adds a little bit more smokiness, and then we're going to just extend the lash line. Just a teeny tiny bit, and see that? Super subtle. Such a neat trick. And because it's not quite black, it looks really nice and soft. And there you go, we've got just a tiny bit more elevation. And now for mascara, I'm going to use the NARS Climax mascara. I absolutely was obsessed with this mascara for the longest time when it came out. I'm not going to scrimp on the mascara. We're going to put on plenty of it, get nice thick dark lashes. When the mascara's on, the kind of liner's even more faded into the background, but it does definitely give you that almond shaped eye. I cannot remember the last time I did light coverage. It's been so long. But it's so perfect for summer, especially for just a little spruce up, nothing too serious. And because it's so lightly put on, when it starts to come off, it really does not look bad at all. It fades really well. And I'm going to add bottom mascara as well. Eyes are almost done. I'm just going to chuck a little bit of the highlight from the Frenzy Blush Duo on my inner corner. So I need a little brush. And we're just going to pop that highlighter in here. I just think it opens up the eyes so much. I love it. And if you wanted to, you can also pop a little bit on the brow bone as well. Okay, I'm going to zoom you out and let's do our lips. Okay, for lips, I'm going to use one of my favourite lip liners. You'll see, look how tiny it is. I use this one all the time. This is the Precision Lip Liner by NARS in the shade Hieres. I'm sure that's how you pronounce it. And I am going to slightly overline my lips because I love it. So we're going to start at the top. And the key, again, I've said this a million times, but the key to overlining lips is just to make sure it's in the centre. And this colour is, it's like the most perfect dark brown nude, without it being dark brown. It's so great. And I'm going to slightly fill in my top lip, so it's just a little bit darker. I don't know why I like that so much, but I've started doing my lips like it a little bit more. And for the lip colour, I'm going to use one of the Power Mattes. This is the Power Matte Lip Pigment in the shade Get It On. I've used this a bunch as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this on. This is really similar to my own lip colour when it's kind of covered. So it's a really great nude for me. And I've just blot in, and then I'm going to use my finger. And if you need to tidy up at all, I get a little bit of my concealer in the shade Ginger, my usual colour. And I just clean it up straight from the wand. And I'm just blotting a little tiny bit more concealer on the very apples of my cheeks, just because I feel like my colour is just really showing through. So you guys, that is the finished look. Like I said, it's super easy, but it just gives you that little touch of something so you can go and do your stuff that you have to do. I really love makeup like this at the moment, because if I'm not in full glam, then I usually am not wearing any makeup at all. It's been a really busy time lately, and this is a look that I can see myself wearing on the other days that we're in Italy when it's not the actual wedding day. Just because I want to have makeup on, obviously, but I need something that's quick and easy, stuff that I can shove in a bag. Like all the products I use, I can literally just, look, that one. That's it. That is my face. And you can go heavier if you want. Look, it all fits in a little bag. Actually, look, it's half full. So easy, so easy. So I just really love this makeup look for busy girls, boss ladies, people that have to get stuff done, people that have other places to be, things to do, etc. And I just think it looks really pretty as well. I think it suits everybody. I hope you guys really liked it. As always, I'm going to link everything I use down below, and a huge thank you to NARS for asking to partner with me. I absolutely love you guys. Other than that, I hope you really like the look, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Look at me use my hands. What's going on? Why am I so stupid all the time? With a couple of little lines like this, you can see it's deeper than my, oh god, I just got that all over my hands. Primer coming through. Oh my god! Sticking with the cream products, I'm now going to go into the NARS Super Radiance Boost. It's a little bit deeper than Laguna, but oh god, look how dirty that is. And that is my skin. I'm pretty sure, well, yeah, of course it's my skin. There's no kind of real coverage going on at all. I've just covered the I have covered something obviously then. Buongiorno, arrivederci, ciao.